to the edge of time itself, James Webb begins a voyage back to the birth of the universe.
Its infrared capabilities enable it to peer through cosmic dust and clouds to detect light.
The universe has always been a mystery that humanity has tried to unravel. The James Webb Telescope, our most powerful tool in the quest to understand the unknown, has been observing the cosmos for almost a year now. Scientists have been eagerly waiting for the next discovery, but what they found in the latest image sent by the telescope has left them stunned. The silence that followed only added to the mystery. Could it be a sign of extraterrestrial life or something even more sinister? Join us as we uncover the shocking new images sent by the James Webb Telescope and delve into the terrifying secrets it holds. Launched from Europe's Spaceport in French Guiana, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's James Webb Space Telescope has taken breathtaking views of the cosmos since it arrived at its new home. Once it was in position, scientists and astronomers were amazed at the stunning images the infrared observatory captured. Being the largest and most advanced space telescope ever made, everyone eagerly anticipated the first batch of scientific images. However, what they saw this time around almost petrified them. Mysterious rings in the new JWST image. In addition to the amazing scientific discoveries it has made, the James Webb Telescope has also spotted bizarre occurrences in the cosmos that leave scientists scratching their heads. One of the most puzzling images captured by the telescope is of concentric rings around a faraway star that astronomers are still struggling to explain. This image was made public on Twitter by a citizen scientist named Judy Schmidt, and as soon as the Twitter community caught wind of it, the platform was abuzz with questions and speculations. The photograph features a star known as WR140, which appears to be enclosed by regular wave-like circles that gradually dissipate. The image of the concentric rings around this distant star caused a stir on Twitter, and for good reason. The circles were not perfectly round, but had a square-like appearance, prompting speculation about potential alien involvement. Citizen scientist Judy Schmidt weighed in, stating that although it appears complex, it's likely a natural occurrence that we are viewing from only one perspective. However, the question remains, why is it so regular in shape? Other scientists were equally perplexed, including Mark McCaughrean, who described the features as bonkers and provided an explanation for the six-pointed blue structure seen in the image. But the red, curvy and boxy shapes surrounding the star are real, he said, and NASA is sure to weigh in on this curious phenomenon soon. Young stars typically emit a bright blue light, but as they age and use up their fuel, they cool down and turn red. Scientists did not expect to find old red stars in the ancient galaxies that the James Webb Telescope was designed to detect, nor did they anticipate discovering galaxies that were more than 1 billion times larger than our Sun. According to Joel Leisure, a professor of astronomy and astrophysics at Penn State University, the most massive galaxies now assembled are estimated to have masses 2 to 4 times lower than that of our own Milky Way. This was astounding. We're finding galaxy candidates as massive as our own galaxy when the universe was 3% of its current age. Leisure explained that scientists will need to rule out other possible explanations for the unexpected red dots in these galaxies before they start revising their theories of cosmology. Many of these alternative explanations would require new concepts to be introduced, such as the possibility that stars in the early universe emitted light in exotic ways due to the absence of heavy elements, or that the formation of stars in the early universe was vastly different from what we observe locally. The images that revealed these enigmatic galaxies were captured by Webb's near-infrared camera as part of the Cosmic Evolution Early Release Science program. Astronomers are now planning to focus the observatory's mirror on these galaxies again, but this time to obtain light spectra, the distant dots that provide critical information about the chemical and physical properties of the source by breaking down the observed light according to its wavelength composition. Spectra give very precise distances to these objects, said Leisure. Knowing the distance and identity of these objects are correlated, If we know the distance, we can pin down the identity, and vice versa. So a spectrum will pretty immediately tell us if our hypotheses are correct. Scientists are already facing challenges to rewrite their theories about the early universe, just over 6 months after the Webb team released the first observations from the Grand Observatory. We looked into the very early universe for the first time and had no idea what we were going to find, said Leisure. It turns out we found something so unexpected it actually creates problems for science. It calls the whole picture of the early galaxy formation into question. Pandoras Cluster in the new stunning image captured by the JWST. In the myth of Pandora, her curiosity led her to release all the evils and hardships of the world by opening a container. The James Webb Telescope has also done something similar, but in a much more positive way. By focusing on a region of space known as Pandoras Cluster, which was predicted by Einstein in 1915, the telescope captured an image that left scientists amazed. This region, formerly known as Abell 2744, is composed of various structures, and the JWST's infrared instruments revealed details that were previously unknown. While the Hubble Space Telescope had studied only the central core, the JWST's powerful capabilities uncovered many secrets that had been hidden until now. The team behind the James Webb Space Telescope aimed its large telescope's near-infrared spectrograph and near-infrared camera instruments at Pandoras Cluster for the ultra-deep near-spec and near-cam observations for the Epoch of Reionization program. By stitching together 4 snapshots, they created a breathtaking deep-field image, showcasing over 50,000 sources of infrared light. What's more impressive is that the image has an ideal balance of depth and breadth, and is situated about 3.5 billion light-years away. The panoramic view has the potential to shift our understanding of the universe's evolution. A bright foreground star from the Milky Way stands out in the image, leaving unique diffraction spikes caused by the James Webb Telescope. Within this space, surrounded by a hazy glow, are bright white sources of light, revealing the more distant galaxies of Pandoras Cluster. It's worth noting that while human-made technology played a vital role in capturing this stunning image, astronomers also relied on a natural phenomenon introduced by Albert Einstein's 1915 theory of gravity known as general relativity. JWST captures breathtaking images of Neptune's rings and moons. Scientists were in for a treat when the James Webb Space Telescope captured a remarkable image of Neptune's icy rings, providing them with their best view in 32 years since the Voyager 2 spacecraft flew past the planet. It has been 3 decades since we last saw those faint, dusty bands, and this is the first time we've seen them in infrared, exclaimed planetary scientist Heidi Hamel from the Association of Universities for Research in Astronomy. But that's not all. The JWST also showed scientists something they had never seen before: faint dust rings around Neptune that were previously unknown. This image left scientists stunned because Voyager 2's close-up visit to Neptune in 1989 failed to reveal these dust rings. Although the JWST image did not capture Neptune's characteristic blue colour that the Hubble Space Telescope images are famous for, there's a good reason for that. The JWST observed Neptune in near-infrared light, and the presence of methane in the planet's icy clouds absorbs light strongly at these wavelengths, causing the planet to look dark in areas not covered by bright, high-altitude clouds. In the image, we also see bright patches in the southern hemisphere of Neptune, which are essentially high-altitude clouds reflecting sunlight before the methane present in the clouds absorbs it. These clouds are vital in showing us how the planet's atmosphere functions and how it affects the weather. Additionally, the image shows a progressive band of high-latitude clouds surrounding a vortex located in Neptune's south pole. This is something that scientists have seen before, but it's the first time they have witnessed it in such detail. Lastly, there is a thin and faint line of brightness circling the planet's equator, and this could provide valuable information about Neptune's atmospheric circulation and the driving winds and storms that occur across the ice giant. Even though the telescope couldn't directly see Neptune's northern pole due to its current position, almost 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, the telescope captured a surprising brightness in that area. The telescope's images also provided scientists with a glimpse of 7 of Neptune's moons, including Triton, which appeared as a bright point of light just above the ice giant. Triton's frozen nitrogen surface reflects around 70% of the sunlight that falls on it, making it brighter than Neptune's methane-dark atmosphere. Despite being designed to observe objects billions of light-years away, the JWST has proven its usefulness in providing new and groundbreaking insights into our own solar system. The mind-boggling image of the Tarantella Nebula by JWST. A captivating cosmic creation story unfolded when NASA's James Webb Space Telescope captured thousands of never-before-seen young stars in a stellar nursery named 30 Doradus. The Tarantella Nebula, as it is fondly called, has always piqued the interest of astronomers studying star formation due to its appearance of dusty filaments resembling the legs of a tarantula. Webb's high-resolution infrared instrument went a step further, also revealing distant background galaxies, as well as detailed information on the structure and composition of the nebula's gas and dust. Located in the Large Magellanic Cloud galaxy, the Tarantella Nebula, only 161,000 light-years away, is the most massive and brightest star-forming region in the local group, the galaxies closest to our Milky Way. It is the home of the most massive and hottest stars known to astronomers. In an effort to delve deeper into the tarantula, 3 of Webb's high-resolution infrared instruments were focused on the nebula. The NIRCam captured an image of the region that resembles a burrowing tarantula's home lined with silk. The cavity at the center of the image was formed due to the blistering radiation emitted from a cluster of massive young stars, sparkling a pale blue hue. The densest area of the nebula resists the erosion caused by these stars' powerful winds, forming pillars that seem to point back towards the cluster. These pillars contain forming protostars, which are expected to emerge from their dusty cocoons and shape the nebula, adding to its cosmic beauty. Astronomers are captivated by the Tarantella Nebula because it boasts the same chemical composition as the massive star-forming regions that existed during the universe's cosmic noon phase when star formation was at its peak. In contrast, star-forming regions in our Milky Way are not as active and have different chemical compositions. The Tarantella Nebula provides a unique opportunity for astronomers to study what was happening during the universe's most prolific star-forming period. With the James Webb Space Telescope, scientists can compare observations of the Tarantella Nebula with deep observations of distant galaxies from the era of cosmic noon. Despite centuries of observing the night sky, the process of star formation remains shrouded in mystery due to the difficulty of obtaining clear images of stellar nurseries. However, with the capabilities of the James Webb Space Telescope, we are finally gaining new insights into the universe's creation story. So, which of these remarkable images has left you in awe? Share your thoughts in the comments section below.